Guys, it's Zed, and it's been a week since they pushed me out of the hospital, basically. I spent a week in bed, and I couldn't move. My mom came in a couple days ago and tried to help me out of bed, and I couldn't breathe. My throat had started closing up, and so she called my primary care doctor, and he said to go ahead and bring me to the hospital, hence the fancy bracelet situation. So I got here not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses to see what the date is on the board. Okay, so today is the 9th of December. The 29th of November was when I had the port placed and removed, and they basically just said I needed to go home. So December 3rd, Dr. Alvarez called me on the 30th and said that the nurse said I was upset, wanted to know what was going on. So I told him. I told him that I didn't appreciate his bedside manner or lack of manner. I told him that I didn't appreciate not being seen after the surgery and not being assessed and just pushed out and not given home health. He then said he was going to contact the primary care and to see about them getting home health. That was about 10 o'clock in the morning. No word back at 6 o'clock at night or 6:30. So I called up to the ER. They gave me his call service number. I called the service. It said Dr. Alvarez. I said, I'm trying to reach Dr. Alvarez, and it was Dr. Alvarez. He said that he called primary care, and they said that they were going to be they were contacting insurance and we're going to have home health come out. So that was the 30th. The first primary called my husband and wanted to set up a follow-up appointment, which I couldn't move. How am I going to get to the doctor's office if I can't move? Okay. So anyway, so my mom and dad helped me out of bed and to the car and drove me to the hospital because the primary care said because of my medical history, the extensive medical history, he wanted me just to come to the hospital and not come into his office. So I came to the hospital. Upon arrival, they put me as an SRT alert. I was running at that point 102.5 fever. And within about half an hour, they got me back to a room and accessed my port. And then the doctor did a strep swab, and I wound up going back to CT for a CT in my throat. They said that I had epiglottis. Okay, I will insert the word here somewhere because I don't know what the word is. But anyway, it's worse than tonsillitis. It's when your glands get swollen, and if they get really bad swollen, you could lose your voice or you could end up sounding like Stevie Nicks. That's a long inside joke. But anyway, so I'm either going to be Ariel or Stevie Nicks, but not really because they put me on antibiotics almost immediately. And So we had that whole situation going on. The doctor came and told me I did request not to get the same hospitalist because I don't do negativity. So anyway, the hospitalist that used to take care of me, who's always been very, very amazing, came and saw me. And so he's the one that had the ball rolling for everything. Then I had the ABG done. My levels were definitely symptomatic and needed to be treated. I was admitted to the ICU observation area where the ICU doctor came and looked at me. Then she said that she thought I'd be okay. So I'm just in a private room. The hospitalist consulted an ENT. So after a bunch of steroids and antibiotics, he came and he saw me, and he put Afrin up my nose and then a camera with a light, and then went down into my throat to look around, and all of the swelling for the most part had gone down, so that epiglottis or whatever it's called, I don't have. I have tonsillitis and streptococcus. I guess I say had now, but I'm still in the hospital right now. But they've been treating me for the past few days with antibiotics. My throat's still very swollen, but I'm able to eat now and swallow. Before I couldn't even swallow water. I just literally had to let a piece of ice melt in my mouth and go down. It was pretty painful, but I'm doing okay. The shoulder, chest area where I had the surgery is still really, really tender and sore, and will be probably for another month, according to the hospitalist. So after the ENT consult, the hospitalist wasn't sure whether to treat me with the methylene blue or not. So he put in the consult for the pulmonologist. So they came to see me, and after talking to them and with my history of having numerous methemoglobin infusions with no issues, and it helping with the situation, and with the fact that my methemoglobin levels just continue to elevate, that not treating me would be in bad practice for a doctor. So he did determine to treat me with methylene blue as well. So I received, I don't even know how many different antibiotics and steroids and all that stuff. But I did get the methylene blue. I had a respiratory therapist come in yesterday and try to get an ABG after the methylene blue. But the levels weren't quite where they needed to be. She was super sweet, super kind, super helpful. Then this morning, a respiratory therapist came to access it, and she, I swear, couldn't have used a bigger needle to poke at me, and it was like she just went in there and was like digging all around and fishing, and I was like, pull the needle, and she was like, no, I'm repositioning. I'm like, pull the needle, and so she kept moving around to where I literally had shooting pains going like into my fingers and my hand, and I was pushing my elbow muscles outwards, because if not, I would have cold cocked her from where her head was, along with stabbing myself further with the needle. So I kept telling her, pull the needle, and she was like, oh, okay, hold on, I got blood. And I'm like, pull the needle. I literally had to yell at the woman like 6 times. And then she was like, okay, I am slowly, I'm pulling it out. It's got to go slow. And she was still fishing. So I yelled and I freaked out on her. She got the needle out and then she went to like touch me and I'm like, and she's like, I'm not going to poke you. I'm not going to poke you. And then she's like, you seem like you're angry or pissed off, or I don't even know the word she used. I was livid. I told you to pull the needle 12 times ago, yet you're still leaving this needle. And arterial blood gases, they hurt, guys. It is not a pleasant thing to go through, let alone when somebody's in there right by your artery with all those nerve endings and they're just digging around. So, I mean, just think somebody's sticking a needle into you anywhere and digging around. But right there on the artery, no, that shit ain't cool. So, anyway, she was like, I don't know what's wrong with you because they always call me when they... So, she goes, I don't know what's wrong with you. She goes, whenever people can't get an arterial, they call me and I come and I get it. And I was like, well, good for you, but you obviously didn't get it with me. So she called someone else and they came, and that lady saw that I was in excruciating pain and went and got a Doppler. And then she apologized because she had to go in the same spot where everybody else had been poking me. And the cuckoo bird decided to go fishing. Apparently, I guess she wanted a vacation in my wrist. So she went in the same area, sort of, but she was very careful, and my artery is really deep. So we heard like a bubbling on the Doppler, and she goes, you hear that bubbling? That's the needle getting it. And then we heard like a poof, almost like a firework, but like really small because it was in a Doppler. But it was cool, like, you heard it, and then she's like, oh, there, it's filling, just don't move. And I'm like, I'm not moving. So anyway, my levels are no longer critical for the methemoglobinemia. As you guys can see, I'm all red from the methylene blue. It's just part of a lovely experience. So, yeah, and I don't have the lights on in here because I literally haven't slept in 3 days, which is why my eyes are so swollen. But, and I'm shaking. Hopefully I can stabilize it when I go to editing. I'm holding the camera with... Okay, now I'm holding it with the hand that didn't, or the arm that didn't have surgery. But let me unplug this. So anyway, the doctor came in and they are going to send me home on oral antibiotics, and then I get to go home. Like home, not to my mom's. I get to go home and take a shower, which is going to be awesome because this lack of nursing. Oh, so the home health nurse, I'm sorry. The home health nurse came on the 3rd, finally. And basically all he did was have me sign papers. Yeah. And then they called that Monday, and guys, I don't know if I'm going sideways or whatever with this camera. I apologize, but whatever way it's gonna be, it's gonna be. So anyway, they called Monday from Friday when he saw me, I think. They called Monday to schedule a home health aide to come Thursday to clean me up. Does that sound like quality home health care to you guys? Here in the USA. Yeah, making America great. So anyway, I got a call yesterday from the home health aide. Hi, this is Donna. I wanted to apologize that I didn't call sooner, but I'm going to be in your area this afternoon. So I was wondering what time's good for you. Hi, Donna. I'm in the hospital. You're in the hospital? You mean now? Yes. So are you going to be home later for me to come? No. I'm admitted into the hospital. Oh, so are you going to be home tomorrow? No, I'm in the hospital. Oh, okay. Well, just give us a call and let me know when you need me to come. Okay, thanks. Really? Okay, so when I get out of the hospital and go to call you, what do? Wait another week before I can get a bath? No, honey. Honey, I am not going to wait a week for you to come and help me. I will gimp and all help myself and do what I can and have an amazing support system. My good friend Marilyn came, and I love you, Marilyn. Thank you. Marilyn used to be, I guess, my mother-in-law. She's my brother's ex-wife's mom, but she's my friend. And Marilyn came and, well, okay, restart. Friday, my husband came and helped me and washed me up, but he's a guy, and it's just, even though he's my husband, it's just weird. So the next day Marilyn came, and Marilyn used to be a CNA, and so she helped me up and was like, we're going to get you all washed up, and she scrubbed and shampooed my hair and helped me, and that meant so much to me, Marilyn. Thank you. I love you. And if it wasn't for my hubby and Marilyn, I would be a stinkpot mess because nobody else seemed to care in the health industry. Now, there was a nurse here. I don't remember her name. It's Liviana or something like that. Anyway, I wrote a letter of praise to her because she came and she bathed me as well. And unfortunately, in the health industry anymore, people are just in it for a paycheck and they don't care. And she cared enough to take the time out of her day to help me. And so I appreciate that as well. But anyway, so I'm not like gross, stinky, but I want another shower, like a real shower, because I couldn't take a shower because I had my port accessed. So I couldn't have my hair shampooed, in the hospital. But I'm going to be discharged soon. They're waiting for the heparin to heparinize the port. Like protocol. Gee, somebody doing their job. Imagine that. So I'm waiting on, God, I look like all cross-eyed because I'm looking at myself and not the camera. Because I'm really self-conscious right now with my face being so red. Okay, so now I'm looking at the camera. So anyway, I'm going to be getting my port heparinized, and then my mom will be coming to pick me up and bring me to her house so I can collect all my things, and then later my daughter and I will be headed home. So I will be uploading this whole video between the vlog of me going into the hospital initially and me telling you guys okay, they're not admitting me. I'll let you guys know what happened. And I fell off the map because I literally was in bed sick and could not function. So me filming now, I'm finally starting to feel better, you guys. And it's the 9th. So, sorry, 11 days later after the surgery, I'm feeling better enough to record an update for my vlog. Do the doctors not get it? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to call the nurse now to see if she can come and do this heparin thing or give me some pain meds, because this area is still very swollen and it's hurting. So if she can give me pain meds and then heparinize it, and I can contact my mom to come get me, that would be the best game plan. So, shoot. Okay, so if I can get my mom to come get me, that would be the best game plan, shoot. So I'm going to contact the nurse and see if she can't get me pain meds and heparinize my port and then de-access it. So again, you guys, if I recorded this sideways or upside down, this is real vlogging, and I want you guys to be part of my life, not just the happy, let's watch this and let's do this makeup look. I want to invite you guys to be part of something that's going to be great. Because, like, methemoglobinemia is not something that a lot of medical people are familiar with. Even the pulmonologist that came to see me, he had his intern with him, and he said that in all his years of doing this, he's only seen one other person, or maybe two, with this, and only one with congenital methemoglobinemia. So they want to get me in there and do some research and some studies. And I will be sharing all this with you guys because I want to help you guys. Because if you guys are suffering like me, this is rough, you guys. Living with methemoglobinemia is rough. So, as always, because I don't know if I'm going to video after this, so for this vlog anyway, I might, but if not, you guys, spread kindness like glitter, because people need the kindness. They need that kindness. The world is just full of ugliness. So if you can help somebody else shine just a little bit brighter by spreading kindness, the world is it's gonna get better, you guys. It starts with us. And I've done this with all 4 of my kids. So that will be 4 families just from my blood that will be populated into society. And if we take hold of this society and spread kindness and love, how great will our kids' futures really be? So spread kindness like glitter, guys. I say that and it's catchy and it's cute, but it's real. Spread kindness like glitter. Leave a little bit of sparkle everywhere you go. Let them know you were there. I don't know if any of you guys have worn a sparkly dress before, but if you sit down in that seat at a hotel or a restaurant, when you get up, there's glitter on that seat. And that's where I came up with the spread kindness like